Hey YouTube, and welcome to Mail Talk Monday. Alright guys, I have 3 questions that I'm going to go ahead and answer that I've gotten. And the first one is, I've got them written down, is how did Rocky and I meet? So I've answered this before in other videos, but I'll go ahead and answer it again, and I'll make it like the short version of how we met. So Rocky and I actually met twice. The first time we met was on the internet and on a gay.com chat room, and we were talking a little bit, and he ended up calling me because I gave him my number. And when he got me on the phone, we were talking a little bit, and they asked me if I wanted to get coffee. And I, being the asshole that I am, said, yeah, I'm kind of washing my hair for the rest of my life, so I'm not going to be able to do that. And that is how I met Rocky the first time. But I just want to note, so everyone out there, is that when I talked to Rocky the first time, I was a man-hater, because I just had my heart ripped out through my ass by Voldemort. And so I guess probably I should not have been on gay.com, and I shouldn't have been talking to anyone since I didn't really want to talk to anyone. Anyway, fast forward 6 months, and my buddy and I decided to join a gay bowling league. And who else was in this gay bowling league? Rocky was in this gay bowling league, and I recognized him. I remember what he looked like from when I was talking to him online. And so apparently, as he tells it, I was staring him down in the bowling alley. And we ended up talking, and he gave me his number for me to call him. And this is good, he doesn't believe me still, he's upstairs, he can hear me. But I called his number, and I got a message saying the number was no longer in service. And I'm like, crap, he's gonna think that I blew him off and I didn't call him after I told him I was washing my hair for the rest of my life. So I saw him next week, and I was like, oh my God, I swear to God I tried to call you, and it said your number wasn't in service. Anyway, from there, we ended up meeting at a club around here and buying each other drinks. And then we turned into those people at the club. Like, we were drunk and just like sloppily all over each other. It was pretty awesome being those people. And poof, 10 years later, we are now married and have 3 cats and 1 dog. All right, next question. How do I feel about the bear community? So that's actually an interesting question. Rocky and I used to be kind of active in the bear community back in the day when we first started dating. And the bear community is cool. You know, the whole bear community started because, you know, there was this stereotypical, you know, clone gay that you were supposed to be, which was like perfect body and hairless and blah, blah, blah. And then so the bear community grew out of that, out of people just being like normal guys, right? But now it seems like there's a lot of cliques in the bear community, and there's like, you know, the A-list bears who don't want to associate with anyone unless they meet their level of perfection of A-list bearness. So, I mean, the bear community is what it is, whatever. It's like its own little microcosm of the whole gay scene in general. And I've met a lot of cool people, so I'm not going to say the bear community is bad. It is what it is. And I was also asked if I thought I was a bear. And I guess I'm going to go ahead and say yes. I'm a little bit on the overweight side. I'm probably not as hairy as I should be to be a bear. But again, then you're getting down to these stupid labels and crap of what exactly you have to be, which I think is stupid. And also, like, the zillion different classifications of bears, you know, like otters and cubs and blah, 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 and wolves. And ugh. I think that's stupid. I mean, the bears community is already a subsection of the gay community. Why do you have to break it up into even more parts? Like, why do we have this weird need to like massive amounts of classification? It's just kind of stupid. So as far as I'm concerned, you consider yourself a bear or not, or whatever. Okay, and last question. I was asked, how did you become in-person friends with Jay and Bryan, and have they ever come to visit me? So the first time I met Jay and Bryan in person, I had actually talked to them a little bit online, but not too much. But we live here in Sacramento, and on Transgender Awareness Day, they had actually come up to Sacramento because Bryan was going to give a speech about his friend who was a transgender woman who had actually died. So Rocky and I went to Transgender Awareness, this event, and I got to actually meet Jay and Bryan in person and said hi to them, and that's all I really got to do because they were busy doing stuff and I didn't really get to talk to them a lot that day. But then I started talking to them more in person, and then I went on the big gay vacation with them 2 years ago when it was in Guerneville, and we rented a big house with a bunch of rooms with a bunch of people, and that was just like a super awesome fun event. And Jay and Bryan are awesome people, and ever since then we've totally been, we've been friends, as you call it, in-person friends. Talk with them all the time. Jay is like my older brother that I just always, talk shit with. So Jay's a cool person. Bryan is an awesome person. He's a little bit harder to figure out than Jay because he seems like such a nice guy that you don't feel like you want to mess with and joke around with as much because you're afraid that you're going to annoy him. But I mean, come on, he lives with Jay. Like, he can't possibly be that easily annoyed, because if you've ever been with Jay, he can be kind of in your face. So yeah, and Jay and Bryan, they have been to our house just recently. Actually, was the first time. They had never been to our house before. I mean, we'd gone out and done stuff, camping and whatnot. But when they came up here to go see Selena and Daniel's family, went out to dinner with them, we babysat for them. So yeah, so they finally got to see our place. So there you guys go. Send in more questions for next week's Mail Talk Monday, and I will go ahead and answer them. Remember, this is a video blog every day in June, so go check out Ty, go check out my husband, even though he's not actually making a video every single day. Do you hear me, honey? Yeah. If you are a brand new person to this channel and you haven't subscribed yet, hit the subscribe button and get my videos every single day. If you're a brand new subscriber, thank you. According to my stats, I am at 298 subscribers, so I only need like 2 more of you to hit 300. So let's make that happen. Everyone, hit the subscribe button. And thank you to all my new subscribers. If you like this video, hit the thumbs up. And until next time, YouTube, love and bubbles.